Well, hi Aquarius, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. I shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of this reading. So Aquarius, let's find out what you can expect coming up here. Okay, Aquarius, the overall energy of your reading is the Hermit. The Hermit is the card for Virgo. Virgo might be strong in your chart or around this reading. But more importantly, it's about seeking advice from the universe about your path forward. What is your path forward here? So the universe hears you, and I'm going to be reading on, and let's find out what advice we have from the Hermit, since it does surround your whole reading. Up here in your highest energy is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is water energy, so be Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Might be strong in your chart, might be strong around this reading someplace. But you have questions about love. You're trying to peek into this cup. This is the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it and little windows. It's full of answers to love questions. Cups are love. So here is the Queen, male or female, trying to get answers to love questions. So that's why you're seeking your path forward. You have a little bit of, you have questions about love. The Queen of Cups is right next to the Eight of Swords. You're feeling bound by, you can't move. It's like you want to move forward, but without the answers to the questions you have, you're unable to move. You can, but you want to be sure about the direction in which you are going to go. All these swords behind this person are swords of truth and clarity, that you haven't got all your truth and clarity yet because you can't see them. Your feet aren't bound, your mouth isn't bound. So you're either going to ask for help or you are going to go ahead and move forward because you will get your truth and you will get your clarity. So let's find out. The Eight of Swords is a card of illusion. It's a feeling to be entrapped, not being able to move, but you can. And that is right above the Hermit. So that's one thing that the Hermit, the universe, is pointing out, that you can move forward. You are not stuck like you feel. Next to the Eight of Swords is the Six of Cups. This is a soulmate energy. This is, you might have known somebody since childhood when this card shows up. You've definitely known someone from another lifetime at least. And that's the connection that you have when you look into their eyes. This is a very sweet soulmate card. So I feel like there is somebody here that you're uncertain about whether or not to move forward with them. So you're just feeling stuck right now. Under the Queen of Cups is the Tower card. So the Tower, you know, is like the blowing up of a situation. The Hermit is shining the lantern on this Tower card. This is probably one of your questions here. Shall I blow up this relationship and move in one direction, or should I stay in this relationship and move in another direction, which is the Four of Wands? You're confused. You really don't know which way to go, which is best for you. And you're trying to think about the future, and you're trying to, you know, because these paths, you never know where these paths are going to end up. And so you're wondering, you know, is this relationship going to blow up with this soulmate over here, or will it you know, end up being a beautiful, joyful, loving relationship? This is another soulmate card. They are not only just a soulmate, they are a divine soulmate. I have 1111 here. So they're very special to you. They're very special to you probably in every life. So in one way or another. All right. So under this Tower card is the Empress. This is the card for Libra, sometimes Taurus. The Empress, though, this comes out, this is your energy. This is you, male or female. You carry a lot of beautiful qualities as a person about you. You're loving and kind and giving and accepting and thoughtful and generous. And oh my gosh, I could just go on. You have so many lovely qualities about you. So if this person, this soulmate here, if they don't have a lot of those same qualities, it will blow up, okay? If they do, it'll turn into the Four of Wands. So I think this is something, some advice from the universe here. Think about it. Do they have a lot of the same qualities that you do as a person? Because that's going to be the key to this relationship surviving. And if they do have a lot of those same qualities, then you should be with them. If they don't, you should not. That's what I see here. The Empress is right next to Temperance. Temperance is a card for Sagittarius, so Sagittarius might be strong in your chart or around this reading. But this is your guardian angels and spirit guides. They've got you surrounded. They're helping you. They're trying to help you figure out your path forward, because it's right under the Hermit card. They want you to be grounded. It's like you have one foot in the emotional side, in the water, and you have one foot on the ground, on the grounded side here. And they really want you to get both feet on the ground so you can make an informed decision on how to move forward. So yeah, they're trying to protect you so that you do make the right decision. And I think the Hermit is trying to show you that you are being guided and you are being protected. Next to Temperance is the Nine of Cups. So this is, you know, in a lot of tarot readings, this is a wish come true. And the way it falls here, it very well could be a wish come true, the soulmate. It's either that, so it's either going to be a wish come true, or you're going to put all your love on a shelf and not go with the soulmate. If they don't have a lot of the same qualities as you probably shouldn't go with them on the same path. If they do, you probably should go with them, and then that would be your wish come true. It's right next to Temperance, trying to get you balanced. Let's take out the second part of this reading. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more answers in it. Maybe more advice. For Aquarius. Aquarius universe. There you are. Oh my gosh, you were lovers in another life. It just keeps getting stronger, you know. You've got a soulmate, then we got a divine soulmate where you've been soulmates, you know, and in many relationships here, maybe different types. And now we have the lovers, which tells me you were lovers in another life. Doesn't mean you have to be again this time. Because every life is different. So, but the same energies can be, you know, around you, and they come in different forms. So next to the Six of Cups is the World card. This is a whole new life cycle that you're facing, and that's why you're reaching out to the Hermit. I mean, you need to know which life cycle, which path to take. So here we are. You are going to be entering a new life cycle. It's sitting right next to the Six of Pentacles. So this is about being breadcrumbed in a relationship. It's about someone throwing your scales off balance. It's like an uneven relationship, like one person gives more than the other. And it's sitting right next to the King of Wands. Up here in your highest energy, all these cards. The King of Wands is fire, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart. But the king, male or female, you are holding the staff in new beginnings and fresh starts, and that's exactly what you're looking for. You want to move forward, and you want to make sure you take the right path. You got your hand on the hip, and you're ready to get up and go and move forward. But I think that why you have the questions here about the love is because you feel like you're kind of getting breadcrumbed in this relationship, like maybe you're working harder on it than the other person. So this is why you're seeking your path forward and whether to blow it up or stay with it. Under the World card is the King of Swords, air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is your reading, Aquarius. This is your energy. Your sword is up. You're on guard, about what path you take. You're just sitting there with your sword up, but you're seeking truth and you're seeking clarity about what is in front of you so that you can choose the right path. That's what this whole reading is about. You're trying to decide which way to move forward in life. This King of Swords is right next to the Lovers, another air energy, Gemini. This is the card for Gemini. So the Lovers, though, is very divine. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides again. And they're like bringing you together. You've been lovers in another life. They're overseeing this relationship. Very divine. So next to the Lovers card, I have the Five of Wands. You've got so much stress. You've got this anxiety and confusion, and I already knew you were confused about this, but it's also causing anxiety. You need to know. And one of the things that the Hermit is pointing out is, yes, they are a very divine soulmate. You really need to give this serious consideration. They really might be your wish can come true. But remember, if they don't have a lot of the same qualities that you do as a person, it won't work. If they do, it will. So under the King of Swords, this anxiety and confusion is associated with getting up and having that fresh start, new beginning. You're ready for that new life cycle. So under the King of Swords is the Five of Pentacles. This is like the feeling of being rejected. I think this is what you're afraid of. You're afraid this relationship may fall apart if you went down that path. And you're afraid that you'd be left alone. That might have happened to you before. Like somebody left you unexpectedly. So, you don't want that to happen again. That's why you're so much on guard. It's right next to the Five of Swords. And so the Five of Swords is, and it's next to that Five of Pentacles. That is what you're thinking about. This has happened to you before. You've chosen the wrong path. And so this time you're pretty nervous about this. So you're taking your time. You're being very careful. You're gathering up all the swords of truth and clarity you can. But you do look back at someone else who left you feeling left out in the cold. Someone who you counted on that is no longer there. So next to this Five of Swords, and it's right under the Lovers card, and so you are picking up your swords of truth and clarity. I think you are making the distinguishing between that was then, this is now, okay? So you kind of have to separate the two. They're not responsible for what happened in your past. But even though your mind goes back there, okay? Then we have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is under all this confusion, next to the Five of Swords. This is your energy. It's water. So Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer might be strong in your chart, might be strong around somebody else's chart. But you have this huge cup of love. And we started the reading with the Queen of Cups. We're ending the reading with the King of Cups. Now, it's like you get your answers. You're getting your answers. There's no longer a lid on that cup. This is one of the biggest cups in the deck. You're holding it close to your body. But you're like, you're making progress as far as figuring out the love. And so this cup can hold a lot of love, and I do think you have a lot of love for this soulmate. Let me take out one more card. So this reading is all about advice and helping you to decide which path to take. That's what this reading is all about. One more card. The Star. There is your card, Aquarius. So this is your card. The Star is about healing. Remember I said you need to separate what's happened from your past from what's happening now in making this decision. I think you've already healed from your past. This is very deep spiritual healing. Seeing your own reflection in that pool of water bouncing back at you and remembering who you are, to the essence of who you are. Getting your whole self back. This card goes here. And it's laying right on the soulmate, the first soulmate card, and the new life cycle. So you've healed. And so I think that is part of your confusion and why you're really reaching out to the universe and seeking your path forward. So the advice here, like I said before, if they have a lot of the same qualities that you do as a person, this will probably work out as a beautiful relationship. If they don't, then you should probably blow it up and move forward on your own. So that's what this reading's all about. So thank you, Aquarius, for watching Universal Guidance.